dragging, lagging, or what have you. So
We're gonna work it out as we always do. It's not
because
a problem.
oh yeah, we always do. What's
We
been going
always
on,
do.
beautiful?
It's been good. It's been good. I've been busy. It's been good. I thought I had my camera set up in the best
I
position.
see.
I'm trying to make sure I do. Um, but it's been good. I've been good, busy, in motion, keeping things going. How you guys doing? It's your
Um,
girl Superior Goddess Heaven. I'm back again on the smoke room.
yes,
This is the part 2. So it's been great. We've been running into each other outside of the smoke room. So you was like, I had
yes,
to come back.
Ashley. It
Yeah. So
was
I'm glad
wild
to
to
be.
see you at the tobacco store. It was
I
wild as
know,
shit.
right?
I said, well, damn.
I know that was so crazy. And you were like, you know what? You got to come do another episode. And I was like, let's do it. Let's fucking do it. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yes,
I'm back.
yes,
We're on another episode.
yes. Because it's been a long minute since your sexy ass been on my platform. Damn it. Cause it been a minute. I think it been going on about damn near 2 years,
About
almost two
two, yeah.
years, people. I
Yeah,
think,
about 2 years. That's
or a
that's
year and
why
a
I say I've
half,
been
about two
busy.
years, years and a
Yeah.
half.
Yeah. I've been
Oh my
busy.
gosh.
Actually, a couple of a couple of months after the episode, the first one that you and I had to take a hiatus. I just went through some family troubles. Lost some people, unfortunately, due to COVID and things, and just was working
Yeah,
through the mental
yeah.
healing. So, if I can't tell anybody anything else, make sure that you are always focusing on your star player. Your mental health is very important,
Yeah.
in order for you to be able to progress and move forward. Although it is about
Mm-hmm.
adaptation and evolving, you have to make sure that you are in tune with your feelings. So grieving and things of that nature, you can't really rush through it. You have to let it take its course, and then once you're ready to come back to work, you come back to work. So I took a year off in 2023, and I just actually got back on the scene.
Wow.
Yeah, so I just got back August 2024, and now we're here. So I'm very excited to be back. I'm very honored to be back again 2 times.
Oh my God.
And so yeah. I'm just very, very grateful to be able to say that I'm one of those individuals that's able to get back on the horse and back in the race. You know what I'm saying? And keep it pushing, keep it moving. So that's where we at.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we at.
So with that being said, smokers, welcome to the Smokers Lounge. It's time to smoke something
It's
over
time to
as you see what
smoke
she's doing.
something.
Yeah, people. You know what it is. You know who I am. I'm Kevin Arbor Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star, for a sponsor to tell you about. The first one being eroticismmagazine.com. Next up, blusherotica.com for you people that like candles, the Kinky Candle Company. And for people that need legal aid, Mitchell Ferrari, the queen of law herself. Links in the description. Also, you can still find me in the mornings, 5 days out the week at fullswatradio.com, as well as a host of other wonderful podcasts just like myself. And you can also listen to me on the sgpradio.com as well as skyhawkafterdarktv.com. Now, it's been a long time since this
It's
lady's
been a
been
minute.
back on here and she coming out of hiatus, hibernation, whatever you want to call it. She is a dominatrix, professional dominatrix. So, bitch boys, subs, pay pigs, stand up. Actually, don't even stand up. Get on your fucking knees, turn them palms up, pull your wallets out,
Yeah.
and pay tribute and homage to
Yeah.
his goddess herself, Superior G Heaven. Say hello to the smokers.
Yeah. I appreciate that introduction. As he said once again, bitch boys, simps, pigs,
Oh my
And
God.
zaddies
So
too. Make sure you get on your motherfucking knees and pay tribute to yours truly, the superior goddess heaven. Once again, it's an honor to be back. I'm rolling me up some of my favorite, one of my favorite strands, some wedding cake. So yeah, I got that coming up soon, so I can answer these questions, get into the real, make y'all laugh a little bit, and do what it do here on the smoke room with my guy, the porn rap star. It's so good to be back. It's so good to see you again.
yes. Oh, it's good to see you too, babe. It is a pleasure. So you have been hot on Spaces. You and a couple of fellow Doms and Dominatrix and stuff. One I just actually talked to, Lexor.
Nice,
I,
nice.
you know what I'm saying? I like him. He's so cool, mystical, all that shit and stuff. And how much the game missed you, baby?
Oh boy. Say the last part one more time. It was lagging for me.
I said, how much the game missed you?
Oh boy,
Just based off
I
of
can
the
only imagine.
uh,
I can only imagine. I've missed it. I've missed it. But once again, like I said earlier, I had to make sure my mental was together because I can't help anybody else until I'm able to help myself. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
I think that's one hard lesson that I had to learn during my hibernation, as you called it, my hibernation period and my hiatus period. I just had to realize who was most important overall, and that was self, star player. I can't necessarily tell. Well, it isn't necessarily, but I can't tell somebody to worship me and worship the ground that I walk on if I'm not even taking care of myself, for them to have someone to worship at the ground that I walk on. So that's where we at with it. That's where we at.
Yeah, because see the thing about it is, and this is funny that the last string of episodes I've been having, no whether it's premium smoke room or it's people looking to take a break, coming out of a break, or what have you. And when did it hit you that I need to step back from the game?
Great question. Great question. It hit me super late. We have, as we all know, this thing called burnout. For us financial dominance in FinDom, we call it FinDom drop or Dom drop. And what I realized was that I had way too much on my plate. And out in the public's eye, I was handling everything. Everything was copacetic. Shit was good. But that was in the public's eye. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, you're going through a whole hailstorm, and it's just to the point where it's like, what are you doing to where it's this bad? And so I saw a quote from Instagram that I'm gonna say, and it says, "If you live by the criticism, then you would die. If you live by the applause, then you will die by the criticism." And so what I realized that meant was, if I'm worrying about what everything and everybody else says, then I'm not going to be focused on what I think and what I think matters and what I say matter. So that's when I realized I really needed to take a step back and just focus primarily on the sake of self and my vanilla life and issues that was going on. And just more so about being accountable, making sure that I'm being accountable for everything to be balanced out, my vanilla life as well as my spicy lifestyle as being a dominatrix. Because as I always preach, I don't think anyone is able to, especially with like a TPE, total power exchange type of dynamic, you're not able to have a total power exchange if you don't have yourself well balanced. I just don't think that it's very disciplinarian like to try to discipline someone when you haven't worked on your own state of self discipline. So that's where that came from. I realized that I had to make sure that I was moving in a sense of accountability and maturity especially it being at the age of, at the time I was 27. I'm 29 now. But you know what I'm saying? So especially at the age of 27, I wanted to make sure that because I was seen as so wise for my age, I wanted to be able to still move in that mannerism of wisdom and maturity, but also hold myself accountable and be disciplined to be able to do so. So overall, it was when I felt like it was too much on my plate. I'm worrying about I was more so worried about catering to the masses instead of catering to myself. And that's just kind of when I was like, you know what, fall back, heaven, because it's not worth it. What their opinions and their values aren't worth it. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. My opinion is the only thing that matters most. So once I kind of got into that mindset and understanding that, that's when I took a step back, worked on myself, and then I came back as a full force that you see now.
Yeah, because see what people gotta understand, someone's gotta understand when you talking about being a dominatrix or a dom, it takes a lot of mental. It takes a lot of mental. I'm trying to find the damn right word, but fucking shit,
Stability.
not
Yeah.
fortitude, but mental. Men, nah, actually, mental gymnastics.
Mm.
Okay, it's funny
That's a
because
great way to
it's
put it.
funny because today, because like
That's a
today,
great way to put it.
Lorenzo, shouts out to him, honor to him. You know what I'm saying? His thing, his special smoke episode dropped today, and when you're doing mental gymnastics, if you're not mentally strong at that moment, you could break. Forget the
Talk to the
sub,
people.
you
Talk to
could
the
break.
people. Talk to the people. Talk to the
But
people.
because one, you're at the same token, what it is, because your mentor is responsible not only for your mental, but you're also responsible for the submissive mental.
Come on.
So and the shit flows down, people. That's what my granddaddy told me. Don't flow up, people. It flows down.
Mm.
So it's kind of
Granddaddy
like
was
if
right.
you can't, if you're not in the, yeah, if you're not in the right mind state to do this, we ain't talking porn here, people. No, this is on a way deeper and more philosophical and mental level. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
like, and
It's a
you have to know
connection
when,
thing.
okay, it's time for me to step away.
Yes. It's a connection thing, and it's an energetic thing, and it's a such thing as we all know, the abuse of power. Once you start to abuse your power that someone has
Yeah.
entrusted and instilled in you, nope, you don't got it. Because this should be something that is passionate, that comes off more so as natural. It shouldn't be anything that's abusive of
Yeah.
power. Um, and so I like to refer to
Yeah.
Madam Carmen Strokage when I say this. I really appreciate the way that she worded things, but she was just saying some people don't even realize and understand that BDSM may not even be for them. So first and foremost, you have to make sure and understand,
Mm.
is this something that you like? Is this even for you? Is this something for you? Are you into kink, or are you just into certain kinky things? So absolutely 1,000% what you said. This is a philosophical as well as a mental, hell, almost mental mind fucking manner with working with this. And what you don't want to do is have someone that trusts you with certain secrets, kinks, their identity when it comes to vetting and safety, and then you're abusing that because you're not in the right mental state based off of whatever's going on with you, and you don't have the accountability to call yourself on your own shit, or you don't have your own self-discipline to work it out, and now you're projecting and you're taking it out on other people, and you're abusing the power that someone entrusted in you. And so what I realized back at the age of 27 was I was going through some shit. I was going through some shit personally, and instead of dealing with it, I was putting it off to the side, but it was affecting my work, and I had to take a step back because I was like, I can't let this fuck up my business. I'm superior, God is heaven. So that was just a big reality check, and just coming up on accountability and self-discipline and getting myself back in check and balance, because at the end of the day, it's nobody's responsibility to take care of me but me. Nevertheless, if you are in my life and we have a dynamic, then I expect you to abide by certain rules, regulations, and responsibilities that is given under my instruction. You know how this shit go. And so that's what we do. Nevertheless,
Oh
if
yeah,
we're
oh yeah,
not,
oh yeah.
nevertheless, if we're not in that mind state to be disciplinarians, if we're not in that mind state to lead and instruct because we're so distraught with whatever's going on, we're not going to be the best dominants that we can be. And so that's what was going on. And I had to make sure that I take a step back so that I came back fully focused as my work wife. Shout out to Mistress Venus, as she likes to say, fatally focused. I came back fatally focused on being able to be the best dominant that I could be, because not only was I a great pillar within the community of doms, but also for anybody novice and new that looked up to me and wanted to learn from me. I wanted to be able to set an example for those doms too. So yeah, absolutely.
Now, the other part of this, because a lot of the reason why a lot of these girls turn to the domination, BDSM, and all that is on the money aspect. And it's something interesting that you said. It's something that you interesting that you said. You said passion.
Come on.
Now, a lot of these girls think that you can make money in this just by doing it. But they don't realize that what makes the money is the passion of what you're doing. And that in this genre of fan base, that customer base, whatever you want to call it,
Absolutely.
you just can't fake it with them. You just can't.
No.
And it expect,
No.
because even to the point, because let's keep it 100. The videos lead to they want to see you in person. Let's
Hello.
keep it 100. Because that's where the
Ding.
money is at, the in person. Them seeing you in person for the most part. So
Ding ding
it's kind
ding.
of like, what do you think about them girls that avoid the possibility of an in person?
Oh, so being that I am a hybrid dom, meaning I do in real life and online. Primarily in real life, because like you said, that's where the money at. But not even that. That's just more so of where the passion is bestowed and where it's created, and us creating these dynamics, and just having a really good time within the kink world. What I think is they are robbing themselves of an experience. At the end of the day, all of this is an experience, and it is an experience that you can even learn from, not just within your passion of business, but life. I've learned so much for my actual vanilla livelihood through BDSM and being a dominatrix that I wouldn't have even thought that it would have applied until I went into these in real life situations and had these experiences and learned from them. And it's been very, very fun, lucrative, and just experimental to say the least. I've had not so great experiences, and I've had amazing, wonderful experiences. I my first time ever flying on a plane, I got flown out for an interview. My second time ever flying on a plane was a fly me to you, because I met someone through financial domination as a female dominatrix, and I had a great time. It was fully paid for, everything was sub funded, and it was so bomb. And that's when I knew, okay, I really have to make sure that I'm doing what's needed to be done in order to continue to have these experiences and live this life. Because I mean, at the end of the day, what I wish a lot of these, especially these women, that join the game know and
Mhm.
understand is nothing in life that's worth having comes easy. So you're not just going to jump online and post a selfie and make $50,000. Even those that are jumping online and posting selfies and making a whole lot of money, guess what?
Mhm.
They have a brand behind them. They have something behind them as to why they can post a selfie or a picture or a clip or whatever, and people are sending them a whole lot of bread. What my coach, and shout out to Coach Love X
Mhm.
Models, what he's taught me is that you have to make this into a passion and you have to secure a bag. Once you secure a bag, then you will always make a bag. But as long as you're chasing, you're never going to figure it out what it is that you're trying to attract. You have to secure it based off of what you already have within you
Mhm.
and make that a passion. And once he told me that, man, once he told me that, porn rap star, man, in regards to how to navigate this shit, that's when I locked it in. So to once again to answer your question, to those that don't want to go outside, in my personal humble opinion, you're robbing yourself. You're robbing yourself of an experience because you could have so much fun.
Mhm.
Even if you're not willing to do maybe an in real life session, there are
Yeah.
things out there for you to experience that would still give you experiences within the BDSM world, that is being dominatrix
Mhm.
wise. Like there,
Mhm.
you could go to a munch, you could go to a play party and observe.
Yeah.
You could go to a demo party. You could go to these conventions, FetCon, Exotica,
Mhm.
DomCon. You have to put in the work and do the research to find out what best works for you. But just sitting there doom scrolling on the social media, being upset because other people are living their life is not going to do anything for you. You got to get out here and do the work. You got to get up, get out and do something. You never know until you really do try. So that's my answer to that.
See, I think what it is that God, man, it's just got me having just funny how all the conversations I've been having just been circling around with each other. Is that the problem is that people look for the easy the common denominator to get me into making a shitload of money.
Absolutely.
They don't believe they don't believe in there's a process. They don't believe in it takes time. They want it to be instant. Maybe it's this era. I mean, because I came from a different era, that was the case. You
I'm
know,
telling you, I
we
really do
enjoy
feel
working,
like it's
we
the era.
enjoy building.
Right.
Yeah, because to me it's like a lot of these ladies. Because it's like because I'm not trying to blame social media, but just in general,
Talk it.
the
Talk it.
stuff that these these ladies want to do, they do it because one, they think it's going to make easy money, quick money, and it's less effort. That's why they do it. Because it's to the point that they're thought that they're dominatrix, right? But you never been to a dungeon, you never had a dominatrix session, or none of that. Period. And to me, to be a real dom or a dominatrix, you have to get out of the house to go experience it. Because online just ain't gonna necessarily cut it. Period. I don't care what anybody say. And like I said, when it comes to the money, yes, to keep it 100 on the smokers line. When it comes to the money, there's more money if you see some of these subs because this is what these girls missing. They don't want to get fucked. That ain't the point of why they're coming to see you. They want to be a human ashtray. They want to be a footstool for you.
Yes.
They will clean your fucking house and pay you for doing that shit. It's kind of like, to me, a female that don't do meet and greets on that end, you shortchange yourself.
I'm
Short
happy that
changes up.
I'm happy that both of us are on the same page. Just to comment real quick, um, I definitely fell
Mm.
into that rabbit hole at one point, and then I'm very glad that I pulled myself back out because I thought that they wanted to,
Mm.
see me getting fucked or all of this other stuff until I realized, oh shit, that's not
Yeah.
my audience. That's not what they're asking for.
Mm.
It's and then personally, once I
Mm.
started meeting some of the ones that I gained trust with and valued trust with in real life, and I got that feedback, it helped so much more. It helped me so much more because I mean, not only are they learning from me, but I'm learning from them. I'm learning what are turn ons, what are triggers, what are likes, what are dislikes, all that stuff so that I can incorporate that into any new content and incorporate that into any new in real life live session experiences based off of what they state their soft limits and hard limits are. So yeah, I agree. I agree.
Mm.
Now I can honestly say that I have met some doms that have been doing this quite a while. And I guess what I would say, in my opinion, as far as like a real dominant, is having the knowledge and the wisdom. Because some of them, they
Mm.
haven't stepped foot in a
Yeah.
dungeon, but they have been in like a play party personally. So I guess that's where
Yeah.
we differentiate on real versus not real. However, we both agree that you
Yeah.
need to get outside. You need to get outside. It would help
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you come from social media and get outside because you're right. And I mean, and we do keep it real here on
Mm.
the smoke room. You know what I'm saying? As
Yeah.
in regards to social media, what we have to realize and what people need to understand solely is nobody's publicizing their ills. There's very few people being transparent on
Mm.
social media. Folks are glorifying their wins and what they got going on that they want you to see. That's what social media is. Social media is a narrative perspective from the account user. Social media isn't everybody's in real life, but once you step outside and you get to know a person, you know what I'm saying? That's when you figure it out. Just like you said earlier, everybody wants this like easy bag. And as the line goes, everybody
Yeah.
wants to be famous, but nobody wants to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Because no, I had a conversation about when it comes to more black. It I'm okay, people. I'm going to shape this back into what we're talking. That the conversation was centered around why there no not a lot of black female professional talent on a
Okay.
high level or what have you, period. And I explained to her that problem number one, we as a community, black, where have you, whatever spectrum you on, we might be a very small percentage of us is progressive. Bigger percentage is conservative.
Talk about it.
Period. Let's make this clear, right? So, so with that being said, people think when they see on social media and what have you that it's everyone's doing it. It's not everyone is doing it. It's and I think that's the reason why. But why that
Folks think it's so easy.
ladies gravitate to this, and guys gravitate to this because it's kind of like I said, it's because people really don't realize it's not that many people that do what we do.
No.
It's not a lot.
No, well, and if it is, they're not doing it with passion. They're not giving experiences, and I completely get what you're saying. And it,
Mm-hmm.
it it all boils down to, you know what I'm saying, that work, that discipline.
Yeah.
Are folks actually putting in the work that
Mm-hmm.
they say that they're putting in and committing to that work, or are they just talking a whole lot of talk? You know, people love to talk, but when it comes to the action,
Mhm.
are they about that action? I agree. I agree.
Yeah. So shoot. So now now that you back into it and stuff, everything. What have you noticed? Well, online wise, or just in general, that it kind of changed with the game.
Oh man, I've noticed a huge influx of new people.
That's always
um,
gonna be the damn case.
I've also, well, I guess, well, definitely in regards to you, because you know you've been doing this hell a lot longer than me, OG.
Mm,
But I guess in regards to what I've seen so far, I've also seen a huge influx of, like, from the dominant perspective, it seems more of a
mm,
desperate manner online than it
mm,
should be.
mm,
And although you do want to cater to the
mm,
aspect of your audience, it shouldn't be to a desperate rhetoric. And so it's just been very yucky, and I've been
mm,
having to be very selective, and now utilizing hella discernment when it
mm,
comes to whom I'm deciding that I may want to collaborate with, if I'm doing any collaborations at all, because I have to make sure that these people are
mm.
moving in the same way that I'm moving. Um, so yeah.
So what do you mean yucky language? Let's get
I,
let's get to the meat of it. Let's get to the bones of it.
well, for some, I'm not seeing a set core of boundaries. It's kind of just all over the
Mm,
place. And that to
mm,
me means that you're moving out of desperation and necessity, more so in
mm,
moving within what is your brand, what is your business, how do you
mm,
conduct dominance, how do you display
mm,
dominance, being a disciplinarian,
mm,
um, being the instructor, the master, as black women, a deity, you know, or as women, period, a deity, you know. So it's just,
mm,
it hasn't been exuded by a lot of people that's came across me. Now a select few, I can give them a claps to, because they out here doing the damn thing. But a lot of other people, it's
mm,
not. And what I can also say, if we are getting to the nitty gritty and the bone to it, is the imitation has been yucky. Now, we all
mm,
get inspired by something. You know what I'm saying? We get ideas from
mm,
other things, we get inspired from other things, we get motivated from other things. But it's one thing to get inspired and motivated and create your own narrative with it. It's another thing to just literally try to copy and paste and do the same thing, and it didn't take off at all. And so I kind of just feel like that is
mm.
what's the
But
yucky part. It's like I'm not seeing
but
no, or I'm not seeing as much
that's what this
organic
era
work.
is right now.
Yeah, I see that.
That's what this era is right now. That's what this era is right now. Because if you want to be technical about it, from the porn to shit music, it's copy and paste.
I see that.
You know, it's not no as much originality. But part of that is because it's people want to go viral. It's a microwave era. All these cliche reasons why. But it's just we just becoming more violent and lazy as a country. That's just all these people.
Mm. I
That's
mean, you
all it
ain't
is,
telling no
people.
lies.
Is because I'm sorry. It's because when I sit back and I look at everything, right, and the fact that we got what's called woke porn, we got all these regulations on what can be said on websites
Okay.
and stuff. It just proved my point that our world supposed to remain underground and taboo because that's where the real money was at and the less headache. Because like I said, it's kind of like I gotta put this. The more people, the cheaper it gets. I always said that.
Mm.
I said the more people that get into something, the more it becomes cheapened in every which way, shape, form, or fashion. Because it's not going to be as many people taking as great care of what they're doing. You know,
I agree.
and me being on both sides of the fence of the porn as well as in the BDSM and all that, that's what I see the most of it. Because even to the point that I look at, to even the people that do the dominations, what they say or how they move, it's just kind of like you just doing it because you just saw somebody else did it. And you was like, I can do it. I'm like, after you know how hard it was for my black ass to get in front of a camera to do a fuck scene. These
Hey,
motherfuckers now, they just
hey, man. Oh my goodness. And I'm still not even impressed with the scene that I've done. With my partner. Shout out to my partner, Alpha Teddy. But it was very difficult, and I'm already in the business, so I fucking understand and I agree. And for people to think that it's just like, oh, okay, just get a tripod, put your phone up or put your device up, shoot, fuck, produce. Mm-mm. It is not that simple. At least not to me as well.
mm-hmm,
We on the same page with that one. It is not that simple.
mm-hmm,
It is not that simple. Hell no.
no, oh no. That's why I say it's kind of like to me that's it's just like I said. This era just made it seem like anybody and everybody can do it, and that's the only thing I hate about this era because it's like where I came from, it made you had to go research it. You had to go search it out. You had to go through hoops to find it. Now
Right.
motherfuckers can look on Google and read. Now I'm a dog.
Hey, you ain't lying.
I'm a
I ain't
dog.
gonna
Yeah,
even.
yeah, yeah.
You
I'm a
ain't
fat
lying
ass
because I ain't
dog.
gonna lie. I found a lot of research on Google about it, starting with financial domination, FinDom. I ain't gonna. So you ain't lying. Yeah, you right. You right. You can literally
See
Google
that?
search.
See that? Why I love talking to the old schools because I listen to like, damn boy, y'all went through serious training. That's what I'm talking about. Well, shit. But see, that's the reason why they made the money that they made. That what people don't realize. It's it was underground. It was not supposed to be known or seen or because people wouldn't understand it. And if they did try to understand, they'd probably get it all wrong.
Mm.
So, oh my goodness. So, for you, how it felt to do your first dominatrix session back?
It was great. It was great. I was welcomed back with so much love. It was nice to see that folks miss me, that folks still remember whom I was after an entire year. Um, because you're freaked
Mm,
out with the whole like FOMO effect, like the feeling of missing out, like, oh my goodness, what did I miss out on, or who's missing out on me, or did I lose out on my customers, clients? So
mm,
it was actually a very nice return. I came back to some very, very gracious subs and clients. I now have an even more established fan base since I took that time to work on myself and my
mm,
maturity and my wisdom and my discipline.
mm,
So it's been very great. It's been very great. I've had
mm,
some down plays too, but with ups comes
mm,
downs, and it's just all about making it work out and balancing self and getting back on your good foot and pushing forward. So, all in all, I can say I am pushing forward. I am
mm,
good. Come find
mm,
me on my
mm,
socials at the Superior H on X, aka Twitter. And you know what I'm saying? Let's have a good time. Let's have a good time. It's been a very, very awesome welcome back. um I've been taking more brief hiatuses, not more so of just like stepping away, but just like stepping back sometimes from online, just for when I know I need to like get things together or make sure that this time I'm not putting too much on my plate more than I can handle. So that's been a very great learning experience overall for
Mm-hmm.
me. And once again, it's been a very nice welcome back. And I appreciate all of my fans, all of my supporters, and all of my mutuals out there. You know who you are. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. And let's keep it going.
So now the other thing of it is that um I'm just gonna be full disclosure on my shit. When I was about to retire from porn, right? The first question was, okay, how I'm gonna be able to make money with porn and I can't do no new content, right?
I get
Now,
that.
lucky for me, it has been answered. It's been answered and answered very greatly. So thank you to my smokers. Now, during your hiatus, how much did missing out on money weigh on you?
Woo! That's a very great question. Um, it was another reality check wake up call. When I realized how lucrative this was, within like just being gone from the 6 months. Now during my hiatus
Mm-hmm.
period, I did have some subs that did stay with me, and even though we were not like playing or having kinky sessions, they would still tribute and give me tips and cents just because they love me. I mean, I'm superior, God is heaven, who wouldn't? So I was grateful for that. So
She she was on
I did
hiatus, but
make,
she was still getting money.
I was still getting
Yeah,
my money,
yeah.
baby. I was
She
still
was on
getting
hiatus,
my
but got
money.
getting money.
Yeah, because they respect the queen. So I appreciate them, and even now they are still with me and they still support me. And you also have to weigh in the fact of what's going on in the economy. So if we're being realistic about things that's going on in the
Yeah.
economy, especially here in the States, unfortunately, sometimes people's their play money and their petty cash goes up, and their play money and their petty cash goes down. So it just kind of variates in ways on that. So I did take a pay cut. I was
Okay.
still getting my money, but I wasn't securing the bag as I had been before
But see,
from just being gone and not being consistent, because of taking that hiatus, which once again, as I speak on, make sure that you are good mentally so that
but see,
keeping
a lot of
discipline.
females won't admit that shit.
Yeah, yeah. I have no
Females won't
problem with
admit
being
that shit.
transparent. I have no problem with being transparent because that's who I am. That's what makes me superior because I'm real. I'm transparent. I am who I am. So I have no problem with being honest. That's just that's what attracts a lot of subs to me. That's what I believe attracts subs to their rightful owners when you can incorporate your personality within your business and it's not too much, you're not overdoing it, and you're just being real, you will attract the ones who are rightful and want to actually serve you because they like you, they like who you are, they like what you stand for, they like what you represent, and you can connect on something outside of kink. And that's what being on the hiatus really honestly helped me understand better as far as the online lifestyle, because like you said, online would hopefully transfer into in real life and you start to build. So that's just overall what I was very grateful to be able to come back to. I've started with some online, and then now I've worked it out to in real life. Hell, I have one sub who didn't really know what he was even doing with life, and we talk every now and then, and this motherfucker has now moved in my state so that we can play periodically whenever he has free time. So that is how powerful
Wow.
and pertinent being yourself and bringing about your personality is into this, because although I was on hiatus from the public, I was still working in private and still doing my own shadow work and just getting my things together to make sure that I was going to be the best dominant that I can be when I finally did return back out to the public. So once again, it was a pay cut, but it was for the right reason, because as my grandma
Yeah.
tells me, all money ain't good money. And so I
Yeah.
didn't want to start abusing my power because I was going through too much and then receiving money that wasn't rightfully for me
Yeah.
at the time because I wasn't even in the right mindset or headspace to have it. So now that I am, I'm back focused. I'm fatally focused. Shout out to Venus. And I am, better financial discipline. And I'm ready to rock this shit. And I am rocking this shit. And I'm just very happy where I am in my life, my lifestyle, and more to come. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Oh my
And I'm so
God.
happy to be back here, man. This is
Yes.
awesome. This is so awesome. This is one of the
Yes.
first, a second podcast rooms that I had been able to be featured on. So it's just so awesome to be back during my return. And I love the smoke room and I love y'all smokers. And thank y'all for the
Yeah.
love. Thank y'all for the support with our God Porn Rap Star. And just thank you, thank you, thank you. We're worldwide and nationwide. We out here. We out
Yes.
here.
We're here. We're here.
We
So
here.
yes, people. So yes. So people. Oh, I hate had to cut this short because Daddy on a tight schedule.
I
Oh, busy
understand.
day,
Listen, we are
busy
busy
day.
individuals. I get it. We are busy
You know what I'm
individuals. But
saying?
this has been a nice welcome
Oh
back.
yeah.
I appreciate you so much. This has been a great welcome back.
Oh, no doubt. And she will be back here on the Smokers
You know
Lounge.
it.
So, real quick, tell them where they can find you, spend money on you, and all that good shit.
Woo, woo. So, besides me sending the link to my guy Porn Rap Star that he will tag in the links below when the room is produced and you guys see this recording, you guys can find me on currently Twitter at TheSuperiorH at the Superior H. You can find me on Tickety Talk at superior underscore heaven. And you can find me on Instagram, heaven underscore two, the number two, a goddess. And I will see all you guys there. I'm also featured on Loyal Fans, OnlyFans, Night Flirt, You Pay. It's so many sites at this point. But once again, you can
You have
definitely
a
find
lot
me
of
there.
sites.
My links are also posted on my socials that I just shouted out. And I would appreciate tips to all of my payment methods. I got Cash App, Venmo, Apple Pay, all that good stuff. I appreciate the supporters. I appreciate the smokers. I appreciate the fans. And most importantly, Porn Rap Star, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, so much for having me here again. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Smoke Room with your girl, the Superior Goddess Heaven. It's been a wonderful time. Have a great
Oh, most
one.
definitely. Oh, yeah, people. So now, you know how I got to end this show, right?
Absolutely.
What did you smoke over? What did we make you learn? Well,
You said one more time. It's lagging. Sorry.
Hello?
There you go.
My computer crashed, but it's still recorded. So I have to go and edit. So
Okay, good. As long as it got the show.
it got the
As
show.
long as
So all right. So where was I? I said what we had to smoke over and what we had to make y'all learn, right? Good night.
yes.
I had a good one going. Going. Like I said, when you dealing with people and you dealing with them on a mental level, you have to have your mentality right. You have to have your energy right. You got to have your spirit right. Because once you receive their energy, now you're giving them your energy. And they're trusting that the energy that you're giving them is authentic and real. It ain't just because you want the money. You genuinely
Absolutely.
give a fuck about it. Yes, even though they might get on their knees and you put your feet up on them, or they suck on your toes, or they enjoy you spanking the living shit out of them. It's still a trust thing that's there, and it's beyond just a physical. It's a mental.
Yes.
It's a soulful type thing. Because people don't
Yes.
really y'all don't realize that submissives they have the power dynamic because it takes more power to submit than it takes to dominate. It takes more image. It takes more energy to submit than it does to be dominated.
Yes.
So if
Yes.
you're not right in the head, it's not going to work. And that goes for anything in life. That goes for if you do porn. That's if you run your own business doing hair and nails, if you run a truck business. If your mind is not right, your business
Correct.
is not going to be right. And if your business is not going to be right, then guess what? You're gonna end up being bitter, you're gonna be soggy, you're gonna be broke,
Mm,
you know.
mm,
So,
mm.
and also more importantly, knowing when to take a break. Because let me make this clear: the business ain't going nowhere. The game ain't going nowhere. It's still going to go on, even while you're gone for that little bit of time. It's just the key of it
Absolutely.
is that if you're going to take the hiatus, the key of it is you took the hiatus, but the public didn't know. See, that's the key, period. But it's nothing wrong with taking a hiatus. It's okay to reassess your business. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to stop shooting for a minute, stop seeing clients. If it's a year or a couple of months. Because once again, if your mind, your body, your soul, your
Yes.
energy is not
Yes.
feeling right, your aura is not there, that tantra is not hitting, you're gonna fuck up everything that you do. And you're gonna
Mm,
draw negative shit. And come with
mm.
negative shit, guess what? No money. Money don't come with negative shit. Not long-term money, no way. See? So now, with that being said, how we end this thing all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Say goodbye to him, my goddess.
Y'all have a blessed one. Thank you again for tuning in. It is your girl, Superior Goddess Heaven, and I've loved being here. Have a blessed one. Good night. Mwah. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.